Do you want my card?
Yeah, sure, that'd be great.
I did stick that in my pocket. Okay, I didn't actually lick it because I touched my mask.
All right. We'll get you saddled up here.
Do you need a
Here you go.
card?
Thank you. You start me on the card. Okay. Focus there. All right. All set? Okay. Renee, first off, can you just give us your name and spelling on your name for the police department?
Yeah, just one sec. My name's Renee Lehr, R-E-N-A-E-L-E-H-R. I'm the Public Information Officer for the Northglenn Police Department.
What do you have?
So the scene behind me, you'll see at the fire truck is the point of impact. And I have to look at my notes.
A fatality, though?
So the call came in about 1:35 this morning. Thornton Police Department arrived on scene and Northglenn arrived shortly thereafter. It's a fatal accident. What we have currently is the pedestrian was crossing on foot from east to west, and he was struck at about the point where you see the fire engine by a white Jeep Grand Cherokee who remained on scene. It's been very cooperative. It's believed that 2 additional vehicles may have struck the pedestrian after the initial impact. We have the crime scene investigators on scene, and we have the accident investigation team on scene. We've not yet identified. It looks to be a 20-some-year-old male.
Any idea what they were doing out on the roadway?
We don't have any information as to what the pedestrian was doing crossing the street at this time.
What has to go on here now? I know this is going to be a closure for some time.
Yeah, we'll probably be on scene for a couple of hours. We want to be mindful of the time of day to get traffic flow back on track. But we do have quite a bit of a biohazard that we have to deal with, taking measurements as well and collecting all of the information for the investigation. So we'll probably be on scene for a couple more hours. What we're asking people to do is to reroute from 104th off of I-25 to either Washington or Huron and get back on at 92nd Avenue.
Is it just one vehicle?
So the initial impact was one vehicle, and we are under the assumption we had 3 witnesses that remained on scene, and we're looking at a possibility of 2 additional vehicles striking the pedestrian after the initial impact.
Anybody else have any questions?
Easy enough.
Good. Appreciate that. Good job.
And as soon as the sergeant, he went back down to check in on additional details. As soon as I know more, I can update you.
Okay. Yeah, thanks.
So.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much. I mean, the real update would be obviously when you may be able to get the road again.
Right.
That's going to be, of course, the question.
So is he walking or did he jump? His initial dispatch, they called it a jumper.
Jump.
Didn't jump off the bridge, right?
No.
Okay.
He was crossing on foot. Yes, he was. So.
And again, about 1:30 in the morning?
Yeah, the call came in about 1:30 with Thornton, and then we took over the scene once we arrived. It's our jurisdiction.
Yeah.
So.
Is that Thornton on that side? And you guys here, Northglenn?
Sometimes it's questionable, so we have to come to the scene to see exactly where. I couldn't tell you for certain.
All right. Well.
Are you guys going to remain on scene?
What's that? I'm sorry.
Are you remaining on scene?
Well, yeah, we're going to be here throughout the morning. Depending when you get it open again.
Okay.
So if you ever get any idea, I know that's a loaded question when you can reopen it from your people down there, because we can get the word out, to our traffic guys and stuff.
Right.
So do you guys have to go manually pick up the remains
So that cleanup will be done in cooperation with North Metro.
But on my work at the fire department in Philly, we used to have a lot of people hit by trains, and it would take hours. We'd have to piece by piece and bag it.
This semi, I think, is just broke down. It has nothing to do with the accident.
Okay, excuse us. We got
So-
moving over here now. Thanks for the quick service, Renee. Appreciate
You're
that.
welcome.
Yeah. Thank you for coming out early in the morning.
Pardon me?
Can I grab your card?
Oh, absolutely. I'm sorry.
Oh, no problem. I didn't ask for one originally.
Yeah. We'll be ready. We'll see.
Thank you, ma'am. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
I had a question for you.
Sure.
No, we're done. We're done.
When I first got here, there was a lady that was looking for her son.
Yep.
Was this related to that?
I'm unaware of that. I don't know.
Because she pulled up when I was here, and she said she was looking for her son last night. I don't know what happened here yet.
Nobody has given me any information in terms of somebody on scene looking for.
Well, I'll tell you now that she was looking for her son, and I don't know how old the male was that she was looking
Right.
for, but she was looking for him and didn't know if he was involved with this.
I'll check with our sergeant and see if there's any information, because if she saw all this, they may have spoke with her. So
No, she was up here in the parking lot with me.
we've had crews up here as well.
Huh?
We've had our sergeant up here as well. So I don't know if
Your sergeant hasn't even approached me. So I've been in this parking lot for a couple hours now, alone.
Yeah.
Other than her pulling in, looking for her son when I first arrived.
she may call into the police department. I don't know. So I'll take note of that.
See, I didn't know any details to give to her. It's like, so I couldn't help her with it. So I don't know if she called you guys or not.
I'll have to find out. I haven't heard that either.
So I'll be back on.
Whose mic is this? Oh, this one's yours. There you go, sir.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks again. Thank you, Renee.